Hello, everybody. Well, today I'm really honored to have Piper Moore, who is a member of my Vistage group, and she is bringing some unique things to the group. And I just wanted to spend a little time with Piper so everybody can understand Piper, maybe why she joined Vistage, what her journey is. Oh, and by the way, at the end of this, we're going to talk about three different books that Piper has written. So stay tuned for that at the end. So let's start with this. Piper, how did you find out about Vistage?
Hi, Scott. First of all, I want to say thank you for this opportunity. It's always great to connect with you. My journey into learning about Vistage actually came through the National Speakers Association. And so
Mm,
as I was getting acclimated here in Georgia after relocating, having conversation with my fellow speakers is when one had mentioned to me, you should consider speaking for Vistage. So that was my introduction to Vistage. And ironically, years had passed by and I had not engaged in this with Vistage. And then another speaker shared with me his experience because he was also an active speaker with Vistage. And so it was from those referrals and me really trusting their and valuing their opinion, I began to look into becoming a Vistage speaker and then learn more about the other benefits of being a Vistage member. And that's what brought me into the Vistage fold.
love it. So talk to me. Were those the reasons why you joined, and did you have any other reasons why joining Vistage was going to mean something for you?
Yes, absolutely. So thank you for that question. So outside of wanting to speak for the groups and having my conversation with you, because you and I connected on LinkedIn because I wanted to learn more about Visage, I learned about the benefits to me as a owner, as a business owner, as well as just me investing in my own professional development. And so knowing that Vistage was giving me the mastermind group that I was seeking, and it also gives me what I call my quasi board of directors. And so for me, that was the value that I was seeking because that's what I needed right now at this time within my company. And that's what I've been getting since I've been a member of Vistage.
Well, speaking about what you're getting,
Mhm.
what have you gotten out of either one-to-one coaching that you and I are doing, or the group, or Vistage itself?
Yeah. So I think they kind of go hand in hand when we talk about the group and we talk about the coaching opportunities too. Because as a coach, when I heard that their coaching was available, I was like almost all in, right? Because I know the value that's there. But for me being a part of this group, I've gotten accountability, which is something that I definitely you don't always have when you're working it by yourself. When you are a solopreneur or you're just the only owner in the company. So I've gotten the accountability. I've gotten clarity in some of the areas where I was developing. Both the business and professionally. And it's also given me the opportunity to give back, to help others through some of their changes within their models or initiatives that they're rolling out. So also to contribute to that. And then with the coaching, I'm able to carry anything from the meetings into the coaching session. So let's say that I talk about wanting to revise a business model. You and I can talk about that, on a deeper level to where it's more applicable to me and the structure of my company. Or if I want to just kind of confess that I didn't work out my 3 days last week, you hold me accountable for that as well. So it's whatever I want to talk about, we bring that to the table, and that I appreciate.
Very good. So, when you are actively working on becoming a Vistage speaker, and I can't wait to see that journey come true for you. But you've also had a chance to see a few other Vistage speakers. Tell me, what did you think of the caliber, and did you get anything out of those speakers?
Yes, actually, and I've attended even before joining, I had attended some sessions too. And the speakers always bring value, whether it is something that you need in the immediate, something you can use down the road. It's always something of value that's going to be business based or even professional development based. So it's going to either develop you as a professional or it's going to help you to develop your business. One of the areas that I'm working on right now is just reviewing the different accounting systems that are available. And it was so ironic that one of our last speakers spoke on the financial components of a business. And so I was able to, even after the session, because she went really into detail with financial forms and things of that nature. But even after the session, I was able to talk to her briefly about accounting systems. And so I was able to gather some information from her to do my own research to make an informed decision. So for me, there's great value there, and there's also been opportunity to build relationships with some of the speakers too. So it's been a great experience for me.
Good. All right. Well, let's talk about relationships because, yes, we have speakers in Vistage, and yes, I do one-on-one coaching, which is all part of the Vistage experience. But fellow members are one of the keys to a really good Vistage group experience. And I'll give you some praise right now. You're really bringing a lot of value to the group because you can go deep on HR issues, which every member has HR issues. But what have you gotten out of other members as being part of a greater group?
Oh, oh, we've talked about so much. One of the things that I just revisited was my tagline, as we talked about creating an elevator speech. And so one of my members was sitting there with me, and he ran through a formula that he was taught once, which kind of helped bring me back into the fold of where I needed to be to really structure out that statement. We have someone else that was able to give feedback on leads and how generating leads for his organization had worked. So even if that's not the steps that I want to take, it still tells me what's working for someone else and what's available. So we talk about obstacles within that they've kind of gone through. We've talked about what they're pursuing now, their successes, and we pull from all of that. So we pull from that to say, okay, but I can apply this over here in my business. Or they've jumped that hurdle. I don't need to cross that hurdle, now in my business because I already been able to learn from their experiences. And so it's I can say with our group, everyone's there for that same purpose. We're all going to win together. So that's been such a great value. And we all get an opportunity to talk about if there's an issue that we need to bring to the table,
Yep.
and we explore that together.
When you were considering joining Vistage, what were some of your fears and what was going through your mind when making a decision to join? What were you worried about? What what were some of the things that you had to get over before you made the decision, this is the right thing for me?
Being candid, I think it's the financial investment.
Mhm.
Um, but I also have to pause and say in my journey, I believe in investing in myself. I always
Yes.
I always have. And if it's something that I believe in and I know I can get value out of that, then I move forward with it. And sometimes it's taking a risk, it's just a chance, or just, having enough faith in what I'm seeking and what I need to get out of it and the value I can add. That helped to propel me forward. And so I went ahead and no regrets. There has been no regrets in making that decision because that value was there before I even signed on a dotted line. I saw that. Um, and so I think that was pretty much it for me,
Yeah.
because I never questioned the value.
Love it. Love it. All
Mhm.
right, let's focus on you as we're drawing to a close here. And again, one of the reasons I feel lucky to have you as part of the group, you're a three-time author. Can
Yes.
you talk about your three books? And then, if people are looking at this and they want to take advantage of what you have to offer, how do they get a hold of you?
Absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity to talk about my books. Now, I know we're short on time, so you may have to reel me in if I get to talking too much. So, I want to share the first book that I actually wrote was The New Beginnings Journal. The purpose for this is it's not your standard journal because I am a coach. I'm a coach at heart. And so I include coaching questions in here too. I believe everyone has a story. Everyone has a story. And using the New Beginnings Journal, the goal is for you to write your own story. So as you go through obstacles in life, as you have your wins in life, as you have challenges, as you just want to brainstorm or use this for your own therapy, write it down, because often in life we repeat experiences. And so using the journal, you can actually go back and say, hey, I've been here before. I don't have to stay here as long as I did before. I'm going to come out of this a lot faster and get to the other side.
Mhm.
So that's the purpose of that one. And then the second book is Purpose in Your Pain,
Mhm.
and how to use your personal pain for professional gain. And this is my memoir. So I talk about how I've gone through some obstacles, but how I saw the benefit in that and how I found the purpose in my pain and was able to use that in the professional world. But then also, again, I'm a coach. So there's questions at the end of each chapter for you to delve deeper into your own pains, even those that you may have suppressed, and how you work through those and use those for your benefit in life. And
Mhm.
then you also benefit others as they're going through their own journeys in life as well. And then the last book that I just recently created is the Quick Tip book. And this is Performance Management Simplified. Because performance management can be absorb a lot of time in a manager's world. And so this is for managers at all levels. And this is for the first line managers up to the senior level managers. And it's almost like a checkbook, a check. It gives you, like, you could check off the different tips to what worked, what didn't work, what you may need to try for a different employee, because there's different processes, different methods that will work for different employees. And so that's what this is. It's almost like a guide. Each book is designed to travel with you. So if you need to throw it in your briefcase, you need to throw it in your portfolio, slip it in your purse or whatever, made them very convenient for them to travel with you wherever you go. So there is something for everyone. All my books can be purchased at Amazon.com. And then you can also purchase them on my website, which is pipermoore.com. And it's PIPERMOORE.com. And you can also contact me at the same website. So you can chat with me, send me a message, and I will respond promptly and look forward to talking to anyone that wants to reach out.
Piper, we are so blessed to have you part of the group, and thank you for sharing your journey today. It's a fascinating story.
Thank you very much, Scott. It's always a pleasure to be with you. So I appreciate your time. Thank
All
you.
right, all the best.